although it is Morales who is considerably longer. We all saw what happened to Marco.
For a fighter in his weight class, and so it's possible that like a
title fight against Floyd, Morales and pressure him. Chavez, for his part, says, heck with that.
Let's get ready to rumble! 35 victories, including 34 knockouts with only 1 defeat. Morales! 40 victories, including 28 knockouts. Chavez!
Chavez is arguing.
Says, I'm known as a slow starter, and I think opponents try to take.
He's got to learn how to win these fights without getting into a fight.
George, and that is that question of, does he box?
20 seconds ago, and he immediately went to work.
Erik is having now gotten to the point where he's reasonable to fight.
He's another big right hand.
He got his legs back in a hurry, didn't he, George?
Oh, no, remember.
Could have come from the 12 rounds of the first Morales versus Marco.
Initiated that holding there.
And Chavez made the
combination, the right hand, followed by a
box numbers reflecting what I said. Both fighters had their moments. Chavez was 21.
The weights like that, the punches that ordinarily shakes you, start hurt.
It's a good punch. Chavez. Is that a mistake?
George, 1-2 by Morales, who now has Chavez in big trouble. Big right hand by him.
The 4 or 5 round. Big question.
When he steps forward and puts his weight behind that jab.
As ducks, comes with the uppercut. Shot.
He landed 4 of 19 jabs in the round as well.
Morales, he's kind of like the Lakers. You're always in the game, even if it's by Chavez to the body. That can be a difference.
Little for Erik Morales.
Morales is himself wide open.
Great right hand combination by Morales.
Really a lot of power on it, just numb.
Your shape.
And it has a lot to do with that.
See that punch.
Round 3. Both fighters getting in some solid
to a fighter like Morales. Seldom.
But he considers himself a computer nerd, George.
29-26, Erik El Terrible, because he's very sharp and very accurate.
Speaking of that, Vic Drakulich has been placing himself on the...
He's a warrior. He's not talking now. He's fighting. And that makes a difference, too, because that's where you lose your...
There's a cut over the right eye. Fortunately, that's
one they worked on for a couple of rounds now. So it's like an eye for an
eye. A familiar figure here. That leaves an absence of any ring doctor who speaks Spanish, which is interesting because round 4 comes to a close.
Fast as possible because of the cut. I don't think the cut...
Morales.
You want to go out and finish a guy like that, but remember Chavez.
Let's go.
Chavez, the busier fighter in this, the 5th round.
Got any respect. Those important body shots by
investing is Jesus Chavez.
This is Chavez's best round since the first.
Body Morales is not able to go to the body, which is the difference.
For Morales.
Which means there were probably, as they traded throughout the fight, hard right hand by Morales.
A second, try to coast yourself, then you have these things.
A perceived advantage for Morales in the fight, George, was
jabs without returning anything. Explain that.
There's that excellent jab and the uppercut, the movement. job of being aggressive, but unless you get a solid knock.
A trickle of blood. And yet there's Chavez's corner saying, use your jab. Coming in 58,
54, 4 rounds to 2. Erik Elteri.
I have it 3 rounds apiece and a 2-point edge to Morales. Completely wrong. That Morales now seems just a slightly...
Body punches he's absorbed tonight. He's been hit with a lot of body punches. That takes it out of you. And you don't...
Words are usually followed by a knockdown.
Those are the ones that hurt you. Uppercut.
and again the trickle of
come back as an announcer as well.
As long as I've got Larry, it may
good job so far on Erik Morales' right eye. We go to round 8.
It's not like it just was handed down to him. When they tell him to get aggressive and get it, it's going to have to happen by way of whenever he's in the middle of the ring, Morales has an advantage. When he gets up, can't miss. It just takes so much when you hit, when you're moving up and
down. In the second round, he has continued to pour on.
Right hand. Everything is battle right. Battle right. What a...
Insisted to Ratner that it was okay.
All right, guys, let's go.
Not the same number. Terrific action fight in Las Vegas. Mark does have a history of rotator cuff trouble with that.
He can fight with that, then he's got to fight.
Right hands, I would be.
Will be the left.
Yep.
Does George? If Morales figures out that Chavez can't throw the right,
you make sure that one hand does the job, though.
but as Larry, he's an amazingly gritty competitor. I mean, pain isn't. There it is, Morales catching Jesus Chavez.
Let's go keep fighting. Okay. Okay.
Close your
All
eye.
right. Let us work.
I can't believe Morales' corner.
Round 9, Chavez threw 88 punches. His high
6 rounds to 3, 87, 82. This is Chavez to pull this out. Erik Morales, 6-3.
George, it's amazing. Chavez can't throw the hand punches.
It's amazing. That tells you a corner.
Jose Morales. And I mean, just go fight his fight, right?
That's right. Don't even tell him about a weakness. Some people.
We have a savvy crowd.
We sure do. Meanwhile, you watch Chavez, left hook by Morales, punctuates the round. 10 round.
They're having a rematch of their earlier.
He just didn't think this guy could put it to him like that. Turn into a fighter that can give it and take it like Morales. It's just seldom. Anyway.
There's a hard right.
And circles. Those right hand, one after another by Morales.
Remember, in case you've tuned in mid-fight, the big score. He's thrown about one right hand punch.
All right.
The way this fight began, a rough fight.
Whoa, right hand came alive once.
From Morales' right eye now. Chavez landed a Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. got his fifth hit, George. Has he unnecessarily shortened his career with his knockdown, drag-out battles like this? Would that mean a close unanimous decision? Determined, courageous, won't take no for an answer. MGM Grand, everybody up. A salute to two-fighter Morales.
Hey, Jim, 116, 110, 8 rounds to 4.
And tonight was no exception. A round of applause for these two.
Morales! 68 punches more, connecting at a slightly higher percentage.